Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Football and welcome to the live Champions League draw. Round of 16 is here, the knockout stage is here. This is when the business really gets heated up. So this is a different kind of Champions League fantasy draw. It's a fantasy draw basically. It's different from all the other Champions League draws you'll see today because on this channel, we are focusing on the Champions League fantasy. So we will be talking about the best fixtures from today and the worst fixtures from today. So ideally, Bayern Munich versus Chelsea would be a good fixture, but also in terms of fantasy, Chelsea versus Bayern might not be a good fixture. So that is what we are going to be focusing on. But the same 16 teams are still there. So we'll go through one by one, talk about how many points they picked up, talk about how many, which teams you expect them to get. So if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure to hit the like button. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to do the same. So let me know which teams you support, which teams do you want you guys to be drawn against as we go through how the teams finish their group stages. So the seeded teams will be scrolling down the bottom and the unseeded teams will also be scrolling down the bottom as I go through the teams one by one. I hope you guys cannot hear the background. I have the Champions League anthem on. So Manchester City finished top of Group A with 12 points. Liverpool finished top of Group B with 18 points, winning all 6 of their games in what was supposed to be a tough group against Atletico Madrid, FC Porto, and AC Milan. So Liverpool, shout out to them. Ajax won Group C with also 18 points. Ajax have been really good. They are always a very good team in the Champions League, but recently, like in the last 3-4 years since they beat Juventus when they had Cristiano Ronaldo, they've been really quite good in terms of winning in the Champions League and reaching far in the Champions League. So can they reach the final this season? Let's wait and see. Real Madrid finished top of Group D with 15 points. To be fair, they've been doing really well. I think Madrid have won like 11 games in a row in La Liga and also in the Champions League. So last season, it could have been an easy tie for teams like Chelsea, but this season, I don't think so. I think I could say Real Madrid is back. I could say the best Real Madrid is back. And by the time they're playing these ties next year, they could be 25 points clear in La Liga. So need to watch out for them. Group E was won by Bayern Munich with also 18 points. I don't think any of you is surprised. Bayern Munich, 6 wins out of 6, scoring 22 goals and only conceding 3. That is what Bayern Munich does. Manchester United won Group F with 11 points with 3 wins there. Their group was a bit tricky as well, especially losing the first game to Young Boys, but they marched through it. Group G was won by Lille with 11 points. That was a group basically free for all. Any team could win, any team could go out. And Juventus won Group H with 15 points. On the final day, after Chelsea beat them in match day 5, I thought Juventus was going to finish second, but Chelsea drew the last match and Juventus won the last match to finish top of the table. Next up, I'll go to the teams that finished second. So if you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to follow the page and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is a more fantasy-related kind of draw, so you're going to be focusing on the teams that you should be targeting if you play Champions League fantasy. And then let's go to the runners-up. PSG finished second in Group A behind Manchester City with 11 points. Only 1 point behind Man City, so that was a tough group. Atletico Madrid, man, how close were they to going out? They finished second in Group B, winning on the final day, right behind Liverpool. Not really right behind. They were second, but they were 11 points behind Liverpool. So Sporting finished in second in Group C behind Ajax. Again, second, but 9 points behind Ajax, but that doesn't matter as long as you go through. They had to go through in place of Dortmund as well, so that was a good campaign for them so far. Sporting. Inter Milan finished second with 10 points, right above Sheriff. At the beginning of the season, it was looking like Sheriff would shock all of us, but not really. Benfica finished second in Group E with 8 points, right behind Bayern Munich, meaning Barcelona are out of the Champions League. I think this is the first time Barcelona are in the Europa League since 2004. I think that's when the last time they actually went out of the Champions League. The last time they went out of the Champions League to the Europa League was back in 2001, but the last time they finished outside the top 4 in the league and went to the UEFA Cup, I think it was back in 2004. I hope I'm right with that. Villarreal finished, another Spanish team, finished second in Group F, right behind Manchester United in 10 points. And then Salzburg finished second, right behind Lille on 10 points as well. I mean, Salzburg, they'll be wishing to avoid the likes of Bayern Munich. I would like to see, let me know which kind of games you'd like to see here. Let me know which games you'd like to see in this draw. Which teams would you like to face each other? And Chelsea finished second in Group H. I don't know. I know Chelsea finishing second is not good because they could meet the likes of Bayern Munich. But also finishing second, maybe apart from playing your home game second, that is the advantage, the second advantage of actually winning your group. But Chelsea could end up facing the likes of Lille or the likes of Ajax. Ajax will not be an easy game, but I think you rather face Ajax than play Bayern Munich because Bayern Munich will just absolutely demolish you. So for me, I want to see games like I want to see the teams that are not favorites face each other. I want to see a team like Lille playing against Lille against Benfica, maybe Ajax against Inter Milan, teams that will not totally destroy each other, like, Bayern Munich against, no disrespect to any Salzburg fans or anything, but if you have Bayern Munich in the next round, it's not going to be easy for you. So the draw, they're obviously doing the usual stuff at the beginning, but as soon as the draw starts, I'll be giving you team by team. But let me know which team you support and which team do you want to face in this round. There's a possibility of very big ties. We could see Liverpool against PSG. We could see Man City against Atletico Madrid. We could see Chelsea against Bayern. We could see Manchester United against Inter Milan. So many ties we could see in this round of 16. But any kind of tie is going to be interesting. Remember, all the ties will be played next year. So that's February and March. We have a couple of months to wait for that. Anything could happen between now and then. Players could leave their teams, players could get injured, hopefully not. A lot could change, so you never know. But I'm pretty sure people are looking to avoid teams like Bayern Munich. The thing is, the teams that have finished second are looking to avoid Bayern Munich. But I'm pretty sure a team like Bayern Munich also looking at the second place teams like PSG and Chelsea. They're like, no, we don't want to face Chelsea, we don't want to face PSG. I'm thinking it's the same for them as well. But let me know which teams you want to draw in the next round. So I can see a total of 80 people watching on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to follow the page. The page is still new, so any follows will be appreciated. Like the page and follow the page. I'll be giving you the draw as it happens. So the usual beginning procedure is happening, but as soon as it starts, I'll be typing in for you which teams are drawn against each other. Remember, it's very important to finish first in your group so that your second game will be at home. So you go away first and second game is at home. The changes this season, one of the changes is there's no away goals. So if we draw 2-2 at your place and you come to our place and you draw 0-0, we go to extra time. So there's no like we scored 2 goals in your place, we go through. No. I actually do kind of, I don't know how I feel about that. I usually like the usual traditions of how it's been for years. But I know many people complained about away goals over the years. I know Arsenal went out to Bayern Munich a few years ago through away goals. I think Chelsea also went out on away goals some years. So it's usually not good. I think United also went out on away goals back in 2009 or something against Bayern Munich. So it's not usually good in terms of away goals. But this season, there is no away goals. This season, if we beat you on aggregate fair and square, we are through. If we draw, we go to extra time. If we draw, we go to penalty. So let's see how it goes. So the teams that are in the draw again are on the screen right now. Ajax, Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich, Benfica, Chelsea, Inter Milan, Juventus, Liverpool, Lille, Manchester City, Manchester United, PSG, Real Madrid, Salzburg, Sporting, and Villarreal. So those are the teams in this draw. Barcelona not in the draw is crazy. I've never seen a draw like this without Barcelona. It's been years, like 17 years since. Which other team that is usually there is missing here? Let's see. I mean, I'd say the others are kind of the usual teams we see. Atalanta has been involved in the round of 16 the last 2 years or something, so it's surprised not to have them there. But how many English teams? 4 English teams. I'd not be surprised if at least one of them reaches the final. We have one German team. Dortmund and Leipzig did not do that well, so only Bayern Munich to pick from there. We have Real Madrid, Villarreal from Spain. We also have, let's see. I mean, just listening to what they're saying. Andre Arshavin is doing the draw, by the way. PSG, Lille, two French teams. We have Benfica and Benfica as the only Portuguese team. Ajax as the only Dutch team. It's so hard to just look at the screen and actually decipher which team is from where. It's so hard. The draw is about to start. We'll be starting in the next couple of minutes. Let me know which team you support and which team you want you guys to be drawn against. So comment down below. You could have some difficult ties. By the way, I'll be live after this as well for the Europa League draw for those who are interested in the Europa League draw. There are still big teams in the Europa League as well, Barcelona, West Ham. So make sure to join me for that as well in the next 1 hour or less than 1 hour. Thank you for all the likes. Make sure to get to like around 50 likes and make sure to like the page. The page is still new. We are also on YouTube, Everything Football. You can go and subscribe over there as well. Andre Arshavin, Arsenal legend. I don't know if he's an Arsenal legend, but he's doing the Champions League draw. As usual, teams from the same country cannot face each other, so you can't have Manchester United against Chelsea. We cannot have teams who played in the same group, so you cannot have Man City against PSG. All those rules still apply. That's why they usually have, if you see how the pots are arranged, they have like a whole pot with 8 balls, all with PSG, another pot with 8 balls, all of Manchester United, just like that, so that they don't mix it up, so that they don't end up putting Manchester United against Chelsea, and then they'll have to start the draw all over again. Daniel says, I want to see Real Madrid draw Benfica. I mean, that would be a very good draw for Real Madrid. I think even for Benfica, they wouldn't mind that. I think Benfica is trying to avoid teams like Bayern Munich and Liverpool. I think that wouldn't be disastrous for them. Now, Real Madrid have been doing really good this season, but I think you guys would agree. You rather face Bayern Munich. You rather face Real Madrid than Bayern Munich. I think Liverpool are also very good. They're on top there in Manchester City. So any of those teams is hard. If you want to win the Champions League, you have to go through the bigger teams. Although I usually say, people say it doesn't really matter which teams you face right now, because later on you're still going to face them. It's not really that way. Chelsea won the Champions League last season without having to face Bayern Munich. You don't actually have to play those teams in earlier rounds. Something could happen, like you could have Benfica against Bayern Munich and you guys face Lille, and then you go through and then Bayern Munich go out to Benfica. So in that way, you avoid Bayern Munich. So you don't really, the draw matters. The draw from the group stage matters, which teams you're facing, how much energy you spend, how many injuries you get. Mika says Chelsea versus Bayern Munich. That would be very, very good. The last time they played them, they won the Champions League at Bayern Munich's ground. So I don't think Chelsea are afraid of Bayern Munich. I think Chelsea have been doing well since Tuchel came. So I don't think they're afraid of Bayern Munich the way, let's say, again, no disrespect to Salzburg or Benfica, they would be afraid of Bayern Munich, because Bayern Munich is very capable of coming to your place in the first leg and winning by 5-0, and it's over. And you don't even bother going to play in the second leg. That's how good Bayern Munich is. But so yeah, the draw will be starting in around 40 seconds. They usually go through a lot of procedures, so just understand that. So they have the teams on screen: Manchester City, Liverpool, Ajax, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Lille, and Juventus as the seeded teams. These are the teams that are going to be home in the second leg. And the teams that are going to play their first games at home are PSG, Atletico Madrid, Sporting, Inter Milan, Benfica, Villarreal, Salzburg, and Chelsea. So all those teams are pretty good. All those teams are not bad at all. All of them are pretty good. So the draw is starting. Who is the first team out? The first team out is Benfica is the first team out. Benfica is the first team out. Which team will they play? Which team will Benfica play? They could play United, Liverpool, Ajax, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. 6 options open for Benfica. Which team will Benfica face? Andre Arshavin. Benfica will play against Real Madrid. I saw someone saying Benfica and Real Madrid. You are spot on, man. Benfica will play against Real Madrid. So that is a very, very good tie for Real Madrid, I guess. By the way, Daniel, shout out to you. He said I want to see Real Madrid play against Benfica. That's the first match out, not even the second or third. That is the first match out. So shout out to you, Daniel. The second team drawn out is Villarreal. Villarreal is the second team drawn out. Which team will they play against? Villarreal will face. Villarreal obviously won the Europa League last season. This season they're in the Champions League, so I'll be definite improvement there for them. First tie out is Benfica against Real Madrid. Second tie is Villarreal up against. Obviously, they can't play Real Madrid or Manchester United because they already played them this season. Villarreal will play against Manchester United. Wow, they made a mistake. They actually made a mistake. If they can't play Manchester United, this is the first time ever I've ever seen these guys make a mistake live. They actually made a mistake. Wow. Yeah, the Champions League officials actually made a mistake. Manchester City. So Villarreal will play against Manchester City. That is interesting. Those guys made a mistake live on TV. Anyway, Villarreal will play against Manchester City. I was like, how can Manchester United play against? Anyway, I understand it's not easy to do these draws. The third team out is you could tell you can tell they're very out of place. They're like, oh wow, we made a mistake. Atletico Madrid is the third team out. Atletico Madrid is the third team out. Atletico Madrid will play against. They now need to be very careful, otherwise they will need to start the draw all over again. Atletico Madrid will play against. Make sure to hit the like button and follow the page. I'll really appreciate it. Atletico Madrid will play against Bayern Munich. Wow, what a game. What a game. Atletico Madrid against Bayern Munich is the third game. Bayern Munich will be going to Spain. Atletico Madrid will be going to Germany. So 3 games out so far. Benfica against Real Madrid, Villarreal against Manchester City, Atletico Madrid against Bayern Munich. So all the 3 Spanish teams already out in terms of the draw. Not out, meaning out of the Champions League. No, I mean like they've already been drawn. The 4th game will be Salzburg against Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich. That's a hard game, man. But if Atletico Madrid play against Bayern Munich the way they did against Real Madrid yesterday, it could be 5-0. Salzburg versus, I'm sure every team wants Salzburg. Liverpool against Salzburg. I think they played them last season. Liverpool fans, let me remind me, I think Liverpool played against Salzburg recently. Salzburg against Liverpool is the 4th match. So that is a good game for Liverpool. I mean, we still have some big ties available for us. We still have the likes of Chelsea, Juventus. We still have Inter Milan as well, Manchester United. Inter Milan is the 5th team out. Inter Milan is the 5th team out. Which team will they play against? They could play against Ajax, Manchester United, or Lille. I'm sure they'll be wanting Lille very, very much. Inter Milan will play against FC Ajax. Inter Milan against Ajax Amsterdam. Inter Milan against Ajax. So I actually did mention this game at the beginning. I think it's a fair match. I think any team can win. Inter Milan against Ajax. So the 6th game out is 5 games done so far, 3 more to go. Still haven't heard from Juventus, PSG, Chelsea. Sporting is the next team out. Sporting is the next team out. Which team will they play against? They could play against Juventus or Manchester United. Sporting could play against Manchester United or Juventus. Which of these will they play against? Juventus. Juventus. So Sporting against Juventus. Juventus will definitely be happy with that draw. So we could still be seeing Manchester United against PSG. We could still be seeing Chelsea against, is it Lille? I think, yeah. Those are the four teams that have not been drawn yet. Chelsea is the next team out, and Chelsea can only play Lille. So Chelsea against Lille. Chelsea will play against Lille. Chelsea fans will be happy with that. Chelsea against Lille, which means Manchester United will play against PSG, although they haven't drawn it, but those are the only 2 teams remaining. Manchester United against PSG again. I think I've seen that match like 7 times the last 2 years. So Chelsea against Lille, very, very happy for the Chelsea fans there. They will be going to France again. I think they also played, and then PSG will play against Manchester United. So the Chelsea fans will be happy. I'm not sure the Manchester United fans will be happy, although they have some good memories over in Parc de France. Yeah, PSG against Manchester United is the final draw out. So that is not easy for Manchester United. That is not easy for PSG. They would have preferred easier ties. So let's go through the 8 games again. Benfica will play against Real Madrid. Villarreal versus Manchester City. Atletico Madrid will play against Bayern Munich. Salzburg will play against Liverpool. Inter Milan will play against Ajax. Sporting will play against Juventus. Chelsea will play against Lille. And PSG will play against Manchester United. So I'd say Real Madrid will be happy with their draw against Benfica. I'd say Liverpool will be very happy with their draw against Salzburg. Juventus will be happy with their draw against Sporting. Chelsea will be very happy with their draw against Lille. Manchester United not happy with PSG, obviously. I think PSG are not happy as well. Inter Milan, Ajax, I think this is a fair game. Any team could win it. Atletico Madrid will definitely not be happy with their game against Bayern Munich. No one wants to face Bayern Munich. And I think Manchester City will be happy with their draw against Villarreal. I think that is a game Man City will win. So let me know, which teams do you expect to go through from this? Quick predictions. Let me say Real Madrid, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, Liverpool. I'm going to say Ajax, Juventus, Chelsea. I don't know how many Manchester United fans are watching, but I think this could easily go to penalties and PSG win it. But I mean, PSG United is very hard to predict, and also Inter Milan Ajax is very hard to predict. But we are in for a very, very good February and March next year. In terms of the ones who are playing Champions League fantasy, we are definitely going to be targeting Real Madrid, Manchester City, Liverpool, maybe one asset from Bayern Munich. We'll also be targeting a couple of players from this fixture, Juventus, Chelsea, and maybe one from Manchester United, PSG. But need to prepare for the Europa League draw. I'll also be live back in the next 20 minutes. Philip had said I want Chelsea to draw Lille. You got Lille. Well done, Philip. Mika had said Chelsea versus Bayern Munich. Unfortunately not. Daniel had said I want Real Madrid to draw Benfica. You got Benfica. Basil says up Blues. I think you're looking good. If you're a Chelsea fan, you're looking good for the knockout stage again, for the further stages like quarterfinal and semi-final. Obviously, Real Madrid will go through. I mean, I don't know about obviously. You know, Champions League is crazy. Champions League is absolutely crazy. You cannot be 100% sure. Sammy says, oh my God, why always PSG? Not sure. I think you guys played them last season in the group stage and you guys went out to the Europa League. But the previous season, I mean, that Rashford penalty will always be in the memories. You know, Ole is at the wheel. That is where Ole is at the wheel came from PSG and Manchester United. That is where it actually came from. But it's going to be very interesting. One more time before I end it, Real Madrid will travel to Benfica. Manchester City will travel to Villarreal. Bayern Munich will travel to Atletico Madrid. Liverpool up against Salzburg. Ajax will be traveling to Inter Milan. Sporting hosting Juventus in the first game. Chelsea hosting Lille in the first game. And then PSG against Manchester United. Those are the Champions League. That's the Champions League draw. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back in the next 20 minutes with the Europa League draw. Keep staying safe and I'll catch up with you guys very, very soon.